Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Thursday, December 5th, 2024. Let's find out what do we have in the economic calendar for today. Asian session data were very limited. We got trade balance data from Australia, which beats the expectations of 4.53 billion and expands to 5.95 billion. Unemployment rate in Switzerland jumps to 2.6%, and the German factory orders decrease less than expected to minus 1.5%. We are still waiting for the CPI data from Sweden, and then we are waiting for the construction PMI data from the UK, which are scheduled for at 10:30. At 11 o'clock, they are scheduled for release retail sales data from the Eurozone, and the OPEC meeting will take place at 11 o'clock as well. Trade balance data are scheduled for release at 2:30. Those data are, of course, from the US and the Canada. The main event of today, initial jobless claims scheduled for release at 2:30, together with the export imports, and then we got the IVA PMI data from Canada scheduled for release at 4 o'clock, and at the end of the day, Fed's balance sheet is scheduled for release at 10:30. So, not that busy day like yesterday. Nevertheless, some important data releases are scheduled today as well. Let's jump to the technical part of our review. We are going to start with euro-dollar. Euro-dollar doesn't do anything. It stays inside of the trading range located between 1.0532. Slight movement to the upside has been noticed. 1.0545. So that's the new technical resistance, and the technical support stays at the same level of 1.0463. Momentum remains barely positive, moving up and down, oscillating around the level of 50. So nothing is happening here. No impulsive decline to the downside. More this movement here looks more like a short-term sideline trend or consolidation. So apparently no big deal here on the euro. The dollar. Let's find out what Australian dollar is doing. So this is the 4-hour chart. Let's switch to the daily time frame chart. As you can see, this market continues to move lower, and the bear's next target is located at 6,351. This is the technical support, just below the other technical support located at 6,365. With this kind of a negative momentum and that pressure to go lower, it's quite possible that the Australian dollar will hit the lows before the end of the December 2024. The major technical resistance is now located roughly around this level here, or 6,540. So this is the technical resistance, and it looks like something like this. So please notice the fact that without breaking above this level, the market cannot return to any sort of the uptrend, even short in the mid-term. More likely, we will see another movement to the downside on the Australian dollar, as long as 6,444 is not violated, and the target is, of course, the demand zone, local demand zone here. Now, New Zealand dollar. The New Zealand dollar situation is quite the same. Let me just disregard this bad tick. There you go. We just broke below the technical support located at 5,845. So now the new technical support and new swing low was made at 5,792. So as long as we move, as you can see, below 50 and 100 periods moving average, the outlook simply remains bearish. investors are selling New Zealand dollar, buying the US dollar. The first short-term major technical resistance is 5,907. I'm sorry, and we can even make some sort of the supply zone out of the 5,924. This is the second level for the supply zone. So if we zoom in, we can clearly see that the situation on the New Zealand dollar is very similar to the Australian dollar. The market participants are selling New Zealand dollar, buying US dollar. Market keeps moving below the level of 50. As you can see, the recent high was 48 points. And as long as we stay in this area, the outlook for the New Zealand dollar is still bearish. We need to break 1,000. There is 5,923 pips in order to move higher, to test 100, 200 periods. Sorry, 100 periods moving average. Otherwise, bearish outlook for this situation here. Ahead of the OPEC meeting, let's take a look at the crude oil. We got our scenario here, and it worked quite well. Maybe not that strong as we expected, but we got the breakout out of this wedge. We wanted this market to go higher, way higher than the high for the wave A. So this would be the 71.49 technical resistance. However, after hitting the level of 70.50, this level is now some sort of the short-term top of the retracement level, and then big sell-off, big movement to the downside after the breakout. So the market doesn't want to go neither to the upside, neither to the downside. This situation here might evolve into more, let's say, complex and time-consuming pattern. So the ABC here is not actually the correct one, so let's remove it. And what do we have here is, of course, there's some sort of maybe some building wedges building here. Maybe something like this is being built. However, well, it's quite large. It's quite large, which is why it's not that easy to say what is the situation here on the crude oil. It's messy, and it's moving upwards, downwards. The range is pretty much obviously located, with the occasional breakout towards this $80 per barrel. Nevertheless, this still looks like the oscillating market, up and down. Nothing directional is doing is going on here, basically. So let's wait to see what will happen on the crude oil. And last but not least, finally, Bitcoin breaks $100,000. The local high is 100,004 and 617. So basically, we got this local technical support, resistance, of course, and it's located here, just as expected, just as we've been analyzing this for many days before. So let's just take a look at this. It happens just 4 hours ago, so it's a fresh thing. Now $100,000 is now violated. Market is extremely overbought, so we should see some sort of the profit taking. We already seen it, judging by this big upper shadow. So we should see maybe some kind of a breakout to the downside, where the $100,000 level is, and then of course upside movement should be expected. So please notice the fact that these days dollar is still rallying. However, as you can see, overbought market conditions might cause some sort of the downside movement. We got pretty strong level of the series of the levels of the technical support. Now all of these red lines will switch to the green lines, and now all of these red lines will be, of course, the support for the bulls. So what's the next step for the Bitcoin? It looks like bulls wants to go even higher. The next obviously level is 110 and then $120,000. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.